Hi and welcome back. Today I'm going to talk about the topic that all kids hate, sunscreen. I am trying to teach my kids to not be a knucklehead like I was. I didn't listen to my mom when she told me to put on sunscreen, and I've already had a precancerous mole removed. Anybody can potentially get skin cancer, so this is really important. Also, appropriate sun protection when we're young helps our skin keep from aging as we get older. Some handy tips to remember when you're approaching your sunscreen choices. One, you want to make sure that you choose one that covers UVA and UVB. These are called broad spectrum sunscreens. What should the SPF be? Well, that's a good question, and there are a lot of factors that go into that. Most people don't put on as much sunscreen as is recommended. I'll tell you more about that in a little bit. So most dermatologists recommend using a higher SPF because you're probably not using enough. Also, you want to make sure that you have something that is not going to cause an allergic reaction, or, as discussed in a couple of other videos, DEET and sunscreen can interfere with each other, so you may need to use a stronger SPF or reapply more often. Does the SPF matter? Yes, it does get you more protection when you have a higher SPF. SPF actually stands for Sun Protection Factor and only applies to the UVB rays that it helps protect us from. If you have an SPF of 30, that protects you from 97% of the UVB rays. SPF 50 protects against 98%, and SPF of 100 is 99%. So you can see that an SPF over 30 really doesn't have a drastic improvement in how much it helps us, but there is a bit of improvement.
Ultraviolet rays, bad. Lotion, good.
Another important tip is you need to apply 15 to 30 minutes prior to your sun exposure so that it can bond to your skin. Most people put it on and then immediately go outside or immediately get in the pool, and that probably just washes most of it off. 15 to 30 minutes. Sunblock is also not waterproof. Nowadays they can only say water resistant because if you are sweating enough or if you're swimming or doing other water activities, it is going to get washed off. You need to reapply at least every 2 to 4 hours. Authorities also use the teaspoon rule for application of suntan lotion. This is measured in teaspoons. You can eyeball it. A teaspoon is about the same amount as a Hershey Kiss, and we all know what that size is. 1 teaspoon to your head and neck area, 1 teaspoon to each arm, 1 teaspoon to the front and the back of your torso, and 2 teaspoons for each leg. Like I said earlier, most people don't apply nearly enough, so more is actually better in this circumstance, and reapply liberally and often. You can also get clothes that have sun protection factors, and a hat is always a good idea to protect your ears and the back of your neck. So, get your jaunty hat, get your sunglasses, plenty of sunscreen, and let's go have some fun in the sun. Like and subscribe, and don't forget to keep tuning in.